Welcome back to the podcast. I got Mark and just Mark. How you feeling today, Mark?
Feeling great. Not as sore as yesterday or hurting as yesterday, but I feel pretty good.
I still feel it. I don't understand how y'all don't. I don't know. Maybe it's because I was like doing stuff today as well, but
probably I don't know. I was expecting like the bottom of my feet and my legs to be like sore as hell, but supposedly not. So here I am.
This is still annoying. Yeah, I feel like I got jumped. What you got there? Tea?
Yeah.
You got that tea? What's the tea, sis?
I'm on that Uncle Iroh type.
Leaves from You said, Zuko, come sit down with me, have some tea.
Yeah, let's talk about something real quick.
You said, get the chamomile ready.
Right.
Yeah. This last weekend flew by and so much happened and I don't know what to do with myself. It's Monday now.
Yeah. It really be flying too. Like it's crazy. Like what's crazy is that like we'll make plans and it'll be like a day like today, or like we'll make plans like yesterday and we'll be like for next weekend. And the next thing you know it just comes like that. And we think it's gonna be like, oh, it's gonna take forever to get here. And then
last thing I remember, right now it's 8:40 on Monday. Last thing I remember, I left my house Saturday at 3 to get tacos with you guys. And now we're here.
Yeah. Shit just goes by super fast.
So yeah, we got tacos at Saturday, not at 3. We did a bunch of other stuff waiting for Quinn to get off work. Got tacos. They were okay. I wish I would have got one of them little sodas. You got a smoothie though.
Yeah.
In hindsight, but like that water was good though with the tacos, and the tacos were okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of used to the tacos that are like that, to be honest, from the other place I go to. So that's why I wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. Like I've had tacos from other places that taste exactly like that.
Yeah.
So I don't get why people are like, oh, like try this place, but they were okay. It was just the thought of going together, and then from there it was just like, oh, our friend has a friend whose birthday it is. I don't know why I said friend. Anicia. Y'all know who Anicia is. I was like, we got a birthday party.
But got my tea, so
So somebody was having a birthday. We went to that, and I was like, you know what? I'm sure. I mean, for some of y'all that listen, y'all know I live in Jersey now, and they live in Philly. So I was like, I'll go for like an hour, like show my face and be like, hey, meet some new people. Then I'll get out of there like 11 o'clock, get home before midnight. That was like 9 o'clock we got there, 9:30, because you had went to go pick up someone from work. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I did not leave at 11 at all.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to be there, spend some time, vibe out, and then I'm going to just dip out real quick. Nah, Victor was there for a while.
Till 3 a.m. I was there.
He was like, I felt like in your head, it was probably like, you looked at the time, you're like, I'll stay for an extra 30 minutes. And then looks back, you're like, shit, I think I'll go now in another 30 minutes. And it's like,
literally, honestly, all that happened it was like 11-ish. That game of beer pong was happening. And I was like, I'll stay for this game and then I'll leave. And then it got so late to the point where I was like, it's already late. What's the point? Like if we're gonna do this, might as well go all the way.
Exactly. So.
And then, yeah, you guys got lit. I thought I was leaving earlier, so I just stopped drinking. So I was completely sober by like 11:30.
Yeah, it was. It's an interesting night.
Very. To the point where we'll leave it at that. I took Anissa to get waters because she was gone. You were gone. I honestly feel bad that I didn't grab you a water, but I hoped that there was some inside.
Did I drink a water? I don't remember if I did, to be honest. Like, I'm really trying to think. I did because I remember I had asked the person whose house it was. I was like, where's the water? Or asked somebody else, where's water? And they had like a pack of water inside, and I grabbed one. I remember that. So yeah, I did that. But yeah, the thing is, I was gone, but I was well aware of everything that was happening. I mean, trust me, I told you literally the whole story about everything that happened that night after you had gone. So like, I was well aware of everything. It was just my mind and my body felt really loose So, I wasn't really fully there, but I definitely knew everything that happened around me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like none of us ever get to the point where we don't know what we're doing.
I
It's
can,
just,
I
it's
don't
just, it's just it gets a little.
like, like I told you, like, I don't remember the last time I ever got like that. And what's crazy is that there's people that get like that almost every weekend. And the last time I say I got like that was literally my 18th birthday.
I was about to say
Like
that
that's
as you
literally the only time I think I've ever gotten like that.
not even down the shore.
No, because it's just I don't know. Either if I just build, way more better, and not getting as drunk as much, but that's just how I am. Like I just know kind of my limit and where to just really stop at, and that's just But other people, I guess they're just so comfortable no matter where they are to just be like that, and I guess since there's people with them, they're like, oh
That
yeah, they'll
yeah,
take care of me. But you don't know because at
I
the
don't
same time they
I don't
can
have
be
I don't have that
doing.
mentality at all. I'm like, let me.
Yeah,
I'm usually like, let me be the caretaker because I don't want to.
yeah. And not to mention, like, as it's happening, I'm thinking of like a whole bunch of other things that could happen. Like you said, like the next day we had went to go hiking. So I was like,
Bro,
let me not go on that crazy ass thing because then if I don't wake up, they're going to be like I just think of all
that
these
was my
other
thought
things.
too, and I'm just like, yo,
Yeah.
I left there at 3, got home at like 3:30, 3:40 ish, showered. Not I couldn't even sleep because I'm like, yo, like I texted y'all. I'm like, make sure I get home safe, please. And I saw your location. It was like 3 something. You were still there. So I was like, oh my! I was like a parent. I was like, I can't sleep right now. Like they're not home.
You and
And
somebody else had told me that, and that was funny.
and then like you guys finally texted. And I was like, all right, I'll get some sleep. Then it was like 8 a.m. I woke up to go on a hike. I had to drive 2 hours with you guys to go on a insane hike. We'll get into that.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I like that thought. That at some point I thought never ended. That's what I want to say.
yeah. Oh, also since I talked about going to the outlets today, um, let me get up and show these off. Be right back.
So now that you guys are here with me, while Victor goes and grabs his fucking oh my god.
I'm back.
I already saw
Saw
what
them.
those things are. Yeah.
So I joined the crew today.
Oh
Me
shit.
and my sister went to the outlets after I took Anisia and you to the outlets.
Oh
We
shit.
said we were going to. I got myself some Crocs. I hate to say they're really comfortable. I can't hate like these are like a late drive to like Wawa or something. Some sweats. These are what these are for. But I couldn't. But they didn't have my size for nothing. Like I wanted a blue pair to go with the tie dye hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work out. I was like yellow pair just to be like bright and out there and just have something different. Didn't have my size. I almost went with gray, but I'm like I don't want to go gray. So I was like, I can get something that'll still match. So I went with the white pair because I could get that tie-dye hoodie, some gray sweats, and these. It still be pretty chilling.
True.
But my sister had the great idea. I was like, yo, get you some giblets, and I got the ETC giblets with a little camera on there. I wanted a microphone, but they didn't have a microphone, so it was like a little camera. But we got ETC down the way.
So now it's a ETC gang thing. We have to all get them. It's the thing now. We all have to get them.
Literally every size they didn't have over 8. So I was like, what is this?
So trying them on, are they like run big or small?
Honestly, you can go true to size, but since I couldn't find my size for anything, like even the white pairs, it was like sizes like 5 in men's to 9, and then it was like 13 and up. So I was like, what the heck? But then I seen a size 10, and I went with size 10, and it felt okay.
And what size are you? You're 11 though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same as me. So okay, so I guess you have to go to 10 if they don't have it. Interesting.
So what I saw was like even with my sister, when we went true to size, there was a little like heel room. But I feel like that's necessary to have with this thing.
Okay.
But with a size lower, your heel is like perfect.
Okay. So
and I still use these. I can still use them. So it's not the worst thing in the world.
I mean, shit, if anything, I can just go in the store and try them.
Yeah, that was the whole idea. But I'm just saying, like, you can go a size lower.
Okay, cool. And I guess with the white, if anything, you want to do some customization.
I could, yeah. I've been surviving off of this all day. Like, there was, like, remember I told you my sister got us a bunch of stuff and put them in the freezer?
Oh,
we never touched those waters. So there was like 5 waters that were frozen. So I washed my car and I had 2 of them just on the sidewalk, just like defrosting. I drank those. and then I'd like drink the rest of them throughout, like while I was in here. And this is like the last one, and it's been so good. But yeah, that happened, and so after that night, Saturday night, woke up. It was, I mean, it was a cool idea. I kind of like the idea. So I saw a couple hike videos like in Jersey from TikTok, and I sent them to like our friend group. I was like, let's do one of them. So we decided on one, and yeah, we went to like the Pocono area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, light change.
I want to see if I can make it a little bit dimmer. There we go. I feel like that's 10 times better now. I feel like I was too white.
Yeah, we took like a 2.5 hour drive and went on a hike. Didn't work out how we thought it was gonna go because
I was rocked in the back. I was tired.
From the night before.
I am not used to, waking up early after. Like, I am. Like, if I have to, I have to. I'm used to it. But not when there's alcohol involved. If it's just me just going to sleep late and then waking up early, I can do that. But when there's
we had to rally a little bit. We had to like power through.
And yeah, I didn't do the necessary things in the morning to help me out with that. So I kind of had to drag it along with me the whole day. And
yeah,
man,
I just stay getting woke up by text messages and getting scared because when we went down the shore the one time, or was it? Yeah, it was the shore when she had texted you that she was outside your house and I thought it was my house. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God. But yeah, so we took that drive, got some breakfast, took that, got there. There was a couple of trails. One was like 3 miles. The other one was like the guy said 6 or 7. He only gave us 2 options. So I think that's what kind of screwed us over because he was like white trail or green trail. So we took the green trail, which is a 6 or 7 mile one. I thought 6 or 7 miles meant 6 up or like 3 up, 3 down. I think it was 6 up, 6 down.
Yes, it had.
So we got there at noon, like around noon, started like walking around that time. Like we hiked right away and we didn't get down until like 6.
Yeah.
Literally.
But the thing, like, yeah. But yeah. I guess the way up was longer than the way down because we started, like you said, at like noon, 12:30. We didn't get up to the top maybe till like 4.
Yeah. But like I said, the way down always feels less just because it's not uphill and there's a lot less obstacles.
I mean, yeah.
On the way down, there was a lot less obstacles. On the way up, we had to do a lot of climbing.
Climbing? Like, why? Why are we climbing? Like, that's what I don't understand. We're supposed to be there to chill and have a good walk. I'm fucking good on.
Which it was nice.
Warrior.
It was like really nice to just literally have not be on your phone. Literally just hear like water and animals and see the views and trees and everything.
And all the fucking bugs getting in my face.
Bro, I had like trauma after. I told you I was here like slapping my leg thinking something crawled on me. But I don't know. I honestly feel like I sweat more today than I did yesterday from being outside. Because I did like a full cleaning. I was like, I know we stunk yesterday. Let me like deep vacuum and like clean this carpet in my car. And I did that. But it was nice. I got some. The video I took where we first got to that first like little lake of water is so clear and nice. I don't know if I showed you yesterday.
I don't think you did, but I was saying the same shit too. I was like, why would you take videos of nature for some reason?
Bro, it looks insane. The water on that mountain was like literally like bottled water clear. And like people were swimming in it and it was awesome. I wish next time I'm going to make a habit of like hiking in like swim trunks or something that I don't mind getting wet. Honestly, in hindsight, we could have gotten wet and been dry when we got to the bottom.
Dry, we walked and stuff, yeah.
It would have happened, but yeah, it was nice. What's up with people running up mountains? We saw people,
and I don't know if we would see the same trail.
We would see people twice. I'm like, what's going on? But back to the trails. So on the TikTok video that I saw of the thing, and it looked really nice. They took a red trail, which we didn't really know about because when we asked the person at the thing, they were like white or green. And when we saw the red markings, I guess we kind of thought like bad, so we kind of avoided it. And yeah, so we ended up missing like the part that we wanted to go on, but it still came out nice. Like there were bridges and trees and flowers and fruit and all this crazy stuff. But and frogs. Saw a deer.
Yeah.
Mark tried to fight the deer. He tried to get a ride.
I wanted to pet it. I wanted to get a ride because I was dying. Okay, I didn't want to walk anymore. I was like, "Yo, let me get on your back real quick, take me down." But he was busy trying to get food, so it was whatever. Could have gave him a
Yeah,
granola bar.
it was so tiring. I mean, like now that I'm cool, like I loved it. But like, it's one of those things when once you're in it, you're like, I hate this so much.
Yeah.
I had a thought about this before. Yeah, I don't know if you get this feeling as well. You ever think back at a time where like at the time it sucked, but now you look back at it, you're like, yo, I would do anything to be back at that again.
Yeah, that's a lot of things.
I get that. I get that thought now when I think about like high school and being in like my like sport practices.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I be at rugby practice, I'm like, yo, like running these sprints and all that stuff sucks. But like, I would love to go back and like be in that same situation, like in pain, but like still cracking jokes with your teammates.
Yeah,
And like,
I think that whole thing when it comes to stuff like when I was in the choir and all that shit like that, like just and when we did that stuff to traveling or even again, not even traveling, just practicing, like being in that environment and stuff like that was just chill. It was just the idea of always like, being there every weekend and all that crap was just like tiring and as a young kid, not fun, but
I feel like yesterday will be one of those times where it's like, damn, it's at the time it sucked, but it would be great to go back to that. Which is why it's good to do things like that. Like, I don't know if you ever see like those TikToks where it's like, oh, you need to start romanticizing your life and like be the main character and all this other stuff. It's like, I feel like we've been doing that lately a lot. And I'm happy with it because we've like during the week, we'll like do what we have to do and like our responsibilities. But like when it came to the weekend, we've been like filling our days with fun stuff, even if it's little.
Yeah.
We've been having a lot of fun.
And there's no time like the present, especially now because of a lot of stuff that's happening. So it's like, it's really easy to just kind of try to find something to do.
And this has been like the first weekend where we don't have something already in mind, but I feel like we'll find something to do.
Oh, yeah.
But like, what's it been the past couple of weeks? It's been hiking and we got food.
Either hiking, food. Yeah.
Weekend before that, we went down the shore for a weekend. Weekend before that, did we go to the beach or was that something else?
Might have been something else, but we did because I don't know. I don't know what that week before. I don't know.
We did something. And then a week before that, we went down the shore like just for a day. Then the week before that, I think we went to Jotty's house and just hung out, or I don't know. Or no, the weekend before that is when we went to Kavanaugh's.
Yeah.
We got the burger and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were like making good times out of everything. I don't know. It's been great. I'm happy with it, especially with like how down this year has been overall. I'm happy with making the most of it, and we have.
I told you the story. I narrated it,
with this perfect music in the background.
Exactly. I know how to narrate the life, And then I just got to add each chapter somebody new comes in or something different happens.
Yeah. What else is new? Oh, yeah, Logic retired. I don't know if we talked about that last week. I don't think it happened yet.
It didn't happen. That's why, yeah.
Yeah, so Logic retired. We talked about the album a little bit, so I don't want to get like too crazy in depth with it. I feel like we both agree it's a good retirement album. Did you see the music video that dropped today?
For Dad Bod?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool. He had he was driving the Bronco and all that, and living his dad life, which is cool. Mm-hmm. Overall, the album's decent. It's like a solid, like a 8 out of 10.
I would say that. I feel like, especially for you to give it that type of like rating, you actually have to have been with him through the beginning.
Yeah, to like in reference to his other albums, I would say it's 8 out of 10.
Yeah. To be able to give it that rating, you would have to be there from the beginning to end. If you're just randomly on seeing it now, you're probably going to be like, oh, it's like a 4 or something like that, or a 5 maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what I kind of see how it will be. Shit, I was listening to it right, like literally before I got onto you. Like on here, I was just listening to it.
Another thing. So talk about albums. Another thing, I sent it to y'all on Instagram, but like I don't know if y'all saw it or if, like nobody said anything, but I didn't see if it got seen. The band or like the group that made the soundtrack for the TV series Cowboy Bebop, they put their album on Spotify, like of all the songs. Bro, have you watched that series?
I haven't. And the thing is, what's crazy is I was going to ask you one of these days, where exactly could I go to watch it? So
I originally watched it on like some like website that's not legit.
Legit.
But
Not legal.
that was before I had Hulu. So it's on Hulu. Hulu has a lot of the old animes. It has a great anime selection compared to Netflix.
Oh,
Way better.
I remember
and cartoon.
Yeah, I remember before when like before getting into deep like how much anime is becoming now, like, and it was just mainly Naruto. Like I remember watching
even back in the day.
Shippuden was on Hulu.
Do you remember? I don't know if you remember, like in YouTube back in the day, when you would look up like Family Guy clips, and before the Family Guy clip will play, it would be like a Hulu like thing at the beginning.
Yeah,
It was almost like Machinima. You remember Machinima when you would start like every gaming video?
Yeah,
and it would pull up.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Bro, you remember wanting to be a part of a Machinima so bad?
Bro, I wanted to.
That was the dream.
Fucking college. It's gonna happen.
What kind of tea you got there? You never told us.
Oh, it's just some detox tea. I don't remember the name. My mom has a bunch of different ones, and one either helps for like sleeping. Like this one, I know right here.
I remember she used to.
It's like a bedtime one. So this one helps you
read the contents. Read the contents, homie. I remember seeing her little thing, tea thing, little ball.
Right. So it's a bedtime, supports good sleep, and yeah, it's the ingredients, no organic. Look, let's not worry about it. But there's a lot of organic stuff in here.
Okay.
Yeah, and basically, I don't know. I just recently just started trying to get into more drinking to tea, just because
Is it hot tea?
Yeah.
See,
you can't drink hot tea.
Yeah, I had this discussion with you about hot drinks. Like it's just not a thing for me. But I tried to do the same thing as you of like drinking hot tea. And the one time I did, it tastes good. It's just the hot that I can't get over. Like, so, but my thing is but I'm also really into green tea, but I don't want to do it hot. Like I'm cool with drinking cold green tea.
Now, the crazy thing is, like, to be honest, I'm not that much into drinking tea. Like I said, like that's why I never really drunk it as much. My mom really was. And it's crazy. It's like my dad is more into coffee. My mom's more into tea.
And I can't do either. And I can't do iced coffee. I can't do iced coffee either because it jacks my stomach up.
What's crazy is that I could do iced coffee, but it's the same thing. It jacks my stomach up too. Now, that's the thing. Coffee also messes my stomach up. But
and even iced coffee is not barely even coffee. Like a lot of times now it's like 30% coffee and then like a bunch of creamer.
Yeah. And like I said, like I never really got into tea, but as I started doing it, like, I don't know. It's like for some reason that taste, I feel like there's never it's not that a good taste. Now, the thing is, before my dad would make tea, but the thing is, he will make it with it and put a bunch of different stuff in it. So he'll put like sugar, he'll put lemon, he'll put honey. And the thing is, it's not really tea at that point. But he used to give it to me when I was sick or whatever. And trust me, that shit definitely hit. Like my body will be like sweating, like after putting like a hoodie and sweatpants on, and I'll be sweating. It's like crazy. And it was good too. That's the thing. It tasted really good. But then when I realized how my mom drinks it, it's like completely different because you don't taste anything really, like super organic. And my mom told me, she was like, yeah, I don't like putting all that stuff in there because it's herbal tea. Like, it's herbal stuff. Like, and she's like, it defeats the purpose if you start adding stuff and it's not organic anymore. You're like adding all this sugar and all these different stuff in it. So
I feel like honey or lemon isn't as bad.
Oh no, yeah, those are good. Yeah, it's when you.
But once you get into the sugar, it's kind of like, what are you doing now?
Yeah,
what are we doing here?
Now you're just defeating the purpose, ruining it, and stuff like that. So, yeah.
One thing I definitely which is something it's like almost a battle at this point of like trying to drink the amount of water you're supposed to drink every day. But I want to like do that or like at least do like remember I don't know if you remember this a point in time where like people were like bougie people were drinking Voss water, putting a bunch of fruit in it. I might just start like some lemon water and just trying to like pound that down. I already have my Gatorade bottle that you guys probably see all the time, but I want to get one of them ones where it's like the one you're supposed to drink for an entire day and it's like a huge ass thing.
Big Johns where they have the whole bar. Yeah, I see some people that have
and it lets me know like where I should be at. Like something like that will really help me.
Yeah. I feel the same way sometimes with the whole water situation. Like that's why I forget what week it was. Might have been like 2 weeks ago. I remember I was like literally for like 3 days, I was just drinking water, and that was literally it. And I don't know what happened. Obviously, I just fell off of it. But I do try to like. I notice when I don't drink enough water, and I like either if I'm drinking too much juice, and I'm like, all right, let me chill. want to grab a water because it's like I
I
just
just need,
don't.
I just need to get in the habit of like whenever I feel drinking, like with meals, I don't mind drinking like an iced tea. Like that's my thing now instead of like
Mhm.
soda. But I don't know. I just got to keep doing it. I even try like those apps and all that stuff, and it's still like I fell off of it. So I just need to like make a mental. There's a lot of things where like exercise, I can like stay on it, and like I'm a very like streaky person. Like if I can go like 8 months and not miss a day working out, but if I miss one day, I'm missing 4 months. Like
Yeah.
it's like I'm terrible at that.
That's the same way with me too, because I be doing that. I literally be like, yo, I'm about to work out every day. I do that job for like a whole week straight. And then one day I'm like, either if I get really busy and I can't do it, or something happens where,
Hmm.
I end up like, just, I don't know, like something's wrong with my stomach.
It's like
Or
a
I don't
big
know, just
it's like just
anything.
snowballs. It's like a big momentum
Yeah.
thing.
And I'm just like, shit. And I tell myself, I'm like, it's cool. It would just be like a day off type thing. And then tomorrow I'll do it. And then shit just never happens. And I'm just like, shit, fuck.
Kill that tea. There you go.
It's done.
You about to be rocked.
Nah, probably not, to be honest. If I made the bedtime one, yeah. The other one was the one
I
I
thought
had.
I thought you drunk the
This is
bedtime.
just one that I have. Whenever I do feel like I want to just sleep a little bit earlier, I have this one. The other one
Uh,
was like a detox one because I wanted to see if it would just help me, like, clear my stomach and everything like that.
that Henny really jacked you up, didn't it?
That's not for that, but let's say it is. Actually, let's just say it is. But
Because ever
I,
since then, you've been like, "Yo, my stomach," or like, "I still feel something in me."
bro, I don't know what it was, bro. Like that's the whole thing though. I forget who I told it. It's like now when I drink like alcohol and stuff like that, it's not because before, like if I drank a lot, it would be like, okay, I'm gonna throw up. Like that's how I'm gonna get it out of my system. Now the next day, like I don't do that. I don't have that issue. Like now the only thing is just that my stomach just starts to hurt. Like that's all it is. It's not like I have to throw up. So I would have to use the bathroom. That's the only way for that to happen. And yesterday I didn't get the chance to do that. So I was literally holding it around with me the whole damn day. And I was just like, oh man, it was just terrible. And then as I like was in my bed, I was just like, yo, I just wanna go to sleep and just not wake up.
You know what I think that we all do that like helps with that is that our eating habit of like we space it out good because we ate tacos like hours before the fact, and then we like went to that party and like you drank a lot more than I did, but you were still fine. Like
Right.
one of our friends made the mistake of like eating, drinking at the same time, and it didn't work out well for him. And
Oh my
even
god.
down the shore when we were drinking, it was like we would eat in the afternoon, then
Oh
do
yeah.
like our drinking, and then
Yeah.
afterward we'd mess up that pizza. For that pizza, I still think about that pizza.
I said I was like, yo, I was thinking about it, but I was like, nah, I don't feel like he's gonna want to go and eat any. So I was like, let me not say anything. And then you were like, yo, you want some pizza? I was like, oh, thank God. I was like, yeah, put that
That was
joint in the
that was my
microwave.
way of comforting. I'm like, Mark had a long
Yeah.
night. I'm like, you want a slice, brother?
I was like, yes, please.
So let's talk. Let's talk over this plain slice.
Oh man, yeah, bro, too much with it when alcohol gets involved. But no,
Yeah.
yeah, I've just had a good tendency of learning how to be able to comfort myself and space myself out with stuff like that because I've been through a lot of different shit with parties and all that, and I see other people's experience, and I'm like, I'm not getting
Not
like
gonna do
that.
that.
I'm
Yeah.
not getting like that. Like you ask them like, yo, either the day after when they're so fucked up, or right before it really gets there, you're like, yo, like, did you eat? Like, what happened? Like, you good? Like, what's your situation? And they'll be like, oh yeah, I didn't eat anything. I'm like, why?
That's
Like,
that's you. Whenever you hear that, that's always the start of like a bad situation.
and I'm just like, why? Like, and if not, like, why are you still drinking and not eating anything? You're like, oh, because I'm fine. I'm like, clearly you're not. Like, I promise you in the next hour, you won't even remember you had this conversation with
Yeah.
me. So it's like, try to help you out here. And they'll be like, oh, no, I'm not hungry. It's like, I don't want to eat. And it's just like, because your stomach now is filled with alcohol. Like, of course you're not fucking. Oh shit, you too. You having issues with lights?
I don't know why that just happened.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Though.
It's like, yeah, you didn't eat, and now you're in a driveway with your chipped tooth, and you got too jacked up to even handle yourself.
You're fucking
You can't walk straight.
dirty somehow because you fell on the floor.
We lost you 4 times.
Right? Like somehow you lost one sandal. Like I don't get it.
You didn't even wear sandals to the party.
Exactly. How is this happening?
You lost someone else's sandal.
Like, oh my god, your hair's fucked up. Like, oh, man.
You got a tattoo. So
right? It's like shit. I don't understand it. I could never. Not unless I am in the comfort of my own home or a place I know I am sleeping at.
Yeah. That's the thing too, is like we went to a house of like that when we went into it, they were all strangers to us. They were all people that knew each other, even though we got to know them like as the night went on, and they were cool people. Yeah. That was anything else happened?
What happened Friday? I don't think anything happened.
No, Friday was a chilling. Like I think we all stayed home. I think it was a rainy day.
Yeah, it was. It didn't rain like crazy. At a certain point, it did rain, but it definitely did rain, and nothing really happened that day.
Yeah. Supposedly I got a tan. I'm so grateful that I ain't, knock on wood, I didn't wake up with any type of like poison ivy or anything. I was like mortified of that just because we were walking through those thin paths, and I was like, something could touch me at any time and ruin my next week.
Yeah, I feel like
bro. I've had. Have you ever had that or anything like that?
What, like poison ivy
or any type? Yeah, bro. No. I've had poison ivy or some type of poison.
Wait, I do remember you had poison ivy. When was that?
Years ago, but I've had 2 situations with it.
I do remember that.
The one I also remember was on this arm, and it scarred for a while. I had to like really take care of it to get rid of the scars because I used to have a bad habit with itching, bro. Mm-hmm. And like I took care of that. And then senior year of high school is when we moved up here, and I was working out back, and I had that whole situation where like I was allergic to something back there.
That's what it was. You're in the back of your house, and then you got it, and I remember that. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
This happened in like a summer when we were in middle school, though.
Okay.
I like went to Neshaminy with my family, and then I like went between some bushes to grab a ball,
and that changed everything.
Yeah, but I don't wish that on anybody, bro. And then that situation, I literally like it was like weeks before prom, and I had to like wear a full face of makeup to your prom.
Jeez,
terrible. Still had a good time though. I was like, yo, like that whole time in high school, I was like, yo, I'll never get to go to a prom with my boys, and then worked out. Even though I had to like.
Shout out to that one girl that made it all happen. It wasn't for her.
Man, at that point, I would have like, yo, like somebody, you gotta tell somebody who gotta ask me because I'm going to.
I'm like, look, you don't got nobody. My man's needs something to get in here, right?
I went to all boys school, so y'all had no shot of getting asked unless y'all were really trying to be that, way. Like, yo, I could ask Swain.
Yo, if it was Swain, I'd be cool with it. Oh yeah, that's my boy.
Get Swain in there. Get the broski.
Right.
We gotta chill with him before the summer ends.
For sure.
We gotta make that happen. He's been asking, but he keeps asking to go to Six Flags. But like, I don't want to deal with Six Flags right now.
Yeah, I know. I feel like it's too much to go up there to have to deal with all that. It's just
especially as hot as like Six Flags can. Like every time I've gone to Six Flags, it's been like blazing hot. It's because it's all concrete. It's all concrete. So it's just all the heat just.
Yeah, I've never not been to Six Flags, and it's not to the point where I'm sweating, and I feel like, you know.
You know when I think I'll go? If it's like possible. I don't know how they're handling everything. I heard that they're not. I think we heard yesterday they're not doing like fall stuff, like October stuff. But I would go in like the fall or like September or like September-ish if it gets down to like 70. I don't mind wearing a mask and going.
Oh yeah.
But like getting on rides and wearing a mask in 97-degree weather is not for me right now.
Not at all. Nah. Yeah, definitely not.
Where could they find you, Mark?
Find me on Instagram at ETCMarkyMark, Twitter at MarkyMark. Victor, where can they find you? And ETC at.
Find me on Instagram and Twitter at ETCVictor. Etc. Stuff is real, etc. The email is real.etc@gmail.com. We love y'all. We'll see you next week. Bye.